Hello, Internet. It is Wednesday, September 25th. I am your host, Chet Siegel, and this is your Guyism Speed Round. Yep, it is. Let's do it. A women's prison in Johannesburg now houses a 12-meter-deep screaming vagina art piece. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong photo. This is the art exhibit. The ex-president of Trader Joe's is going to open up a food store that sells only expired food. So take that, homeless people. We're turning dumpsters into money. A young girl died after she was rolled up into a sofa bed. But on the bright side, she totally won that game of hide and go seek. Like, hands down, kicked its ass. Many women who have had naked photos of themselves posted online without their consent are pushing to ban revenge porn websites. But really, isn't all porn some kind of revenge? A 99-year-old woman named Audrey Crabtree finally graduated high school after dropping out in 1931. Said Mrs. Crabtree, "I'm so glad that my senior year is finally over." And then she died. No, I don't know what happened to her. I hope she's well. Republican Senator Ted Cruz of Texas filibustered yesterday for 18 hours. He began his filibuster by saying, "I intend to speak in support of defunding Obamacare until I am no longer able to stand." Senator Cruz, working on his feet all day to keep health care from people who work on their feet all day. A man in England called the police to complain that his bottle of wine had little pieces of cork inside of it. Said the man, "Yes, I do want cheese with my wine. Why does everyone keep asking me that?" Walmart is selling a naughty leopard costume for toddler girls. Now, I know what you're thinking, and it is absolutely 100% not sexual. They mean naughty as in tied up in knots, like with thick, heavy ropes. See? Nothing sexual about that. It's just a little bit kidnappy. A 22-year-old in Macon, Georgia, surprised his girlfriend by taking her to a planetarium where the stars spelled out, "Crystal Sanderson, will you marry me?" She responded by saying, "Yes, of course I'll marry you, God!" In this joke, she's a fucking idiot. All right, guys, that is going to do it for today's Guyism Speed Round. I have been and will continue to be Chet Siegel. If you liked what you saw, click that like button on down below. Shoot this link to a couple of your nearest and dearest. If you got questions for me, by God, ask them on my Facebook page. Or tweet them at me at Chet Siegel. Either way, they'll get to me, I promise. Big thanks to my buddy Billy Bob for all of his help. And I will see you folks tomorrow. For selling a naughty leopard uniform. Uniform? They're called costumes, not uniforms. Though one could say that costumes are the uniform of Halloween. Tata Photos. In a food store that sells only expired foods and vegetables. The stars are speaking to me! Do you call them toddler girls or are they just toddlers? And you don't gender toddlers? I mean, you shouldn't think of toddlers in terms of their gender, but like, maybe you kind of do to raise them properly. But then again, now with like genders like this thing that's kind of inside of someone and not externally, maybe you don't want to raise toddlers with a gender and let them decide that for themselves. Not decide, not as if like that's kind of like a choice, because I went to Sarah Lawrence. I don't think that gender is a choice. Just call them toddlers, Chet. What the fuck are you doing? Ugh, that is so Ross and Rachel.